topic for today is vertical line test and definition. Consider a relation defined by a set of points x, y, graphed on a rectangular coordinate system. The graph defines y as a function of x if no vertical line intersects the graph in more than one point. So in loose terms, that means I can draw any vertical line, and as long as that vertical line only intersects my graph once, then I have a graph that is meeting the definition of function. But if any vertical line intersects the graph in more than one point, then the graph is a relation, but it is not a function. We have 4 examples here that I want us to take a peek at. And so I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes because I wanted to have you actually look at these 4 graphs, and I want you to determine if the relation defines y as a function of x. So for our first example in the upper left-hand corner, we can see that this is not a function because if I choose any vertical line, it is intersecting not once, but twice. Now, I only have to draw that one vertical line. That's done. It is broke. It is a relation, but it is not a function. So this is a big no. If we look at the next one, this is a circle, and a circle is not a function. It is a relation. There's a relationship between x and y, but I can see here that I have an input of x with 2 outputs of y. That is breaking our definition of function. So it is no because we have an x value going to not one y value, but in the first 2 cases, 2 y values. So those are both no. In our next one, this is a function, and I can tell by the vertical line test because I can draw any vertical line. I have to use my imagination, don't I? Any vertical line is only intersecting once, so it is a function. And then our next one is, in my opinion, the most interesting one. Now here, I'm okay. I've drawn that vertical line, it's intersecting once. I've drawn that vertical line, it's still only intersecting once. How about right here? And the answer is I'm still okay, because did you notice that right here, this is a closed point, but there was an open circle. And so it's like a thread going through a needle. I only hit my function once, and that was right here. Same for this situation. When I draw my vertical line here, it hits and then it goes through. So this is a hit, this is a miss. I only hit my function once, so this is also a function. So these 2 graphs are examples of functions because every x value goes to just one y. And so for your homework, you're going to be looking at this graph right here and answering yes or no. Does this graph define y as a function of x? Yes or no? Make sure you're using the vertical line